Houston, we've had some problems.
As mankind moves off of planet Earth, we're gonna have to bring salsa. So it's time for
They came from outer space.
episode 14, Astronaut Food.
Welcome back to Orbit, everybody. My name is Boss. I'm a gardener and a lover of all things spicy. This is another episode of They Came from Outer Space. Today we are looking at harvest time, but we're going to talk about a few things. Triton. So this Triton pepper, pretty awesome. Grew super fast to 7-8 inches tall. Bloom cluster. Fruit cluster. It took 3 months and a couple of weeks to get here. You're probably wondering, hey boss, why does it look like this? Well, some funny things happened. Now, so this plant in Kratky here ran into a couple of issues. It ran dry when I was on vacation. So most of the foliage fell off at that point. I was afraid it was dead. It has come back to life. It had a few sad leaves on it until yesterday. I knocked all of those off because they were yellowing and looking bad. And so here it is, the end of its life. The biggest problem was that it dried out, but it's also had issues. I've been fighting off these little psyllid flies. They're kind of like gnats that have been getting all up in the leaves on this one. They don't do much damage as far as I can tell. They don't really chew on the leaves too much, but their larvae seem to. Got rid of the leaves, got rid of the bugs. So yeah, it was really the drying out that did this in. The danger of small format Kratky is that you're only going to have sometimes, 6 to 10 ounces of water in this 32-ounce jar, and it'll dry out fast. I went out of town for a while. My Triton paid the price. If you remember, though, I started one in the AeroGarden as well. It caught up. That's the cool part. So that was started nearly a month after the Kratky plant, and it also has pods ripening. It is matured. This plant was healthy as heck, right? It looked great. And then I ran into a problem that I had not experienced before, but in Googling, it's fairly common. The root mass clogged up the pump on the AeroGarden. That caused it to actually start to overheat. The reservoir got really hot. I got root rot. They weren't getting oxygen. That plant nearly died. I cut back all of the sick leaves, and now it actually looks a lot better. But it's not the prettiest thing I've ever grown. So hilariously, these Triton peppers, I'm super impressed with their growth pattern, and I managed to damn near kill both of them. They still produce fruit, so I think it's time we chop one open and give it a taste, right? We're ready to eat the Triton pepper. I brought in a special guest volunteer here. Edward is going to try his first space pepper with me today.
I have my chocolate milk ready.
Okay. The good news is I'm pretty sure these are supposed to be sweet, like no heat. So let's cut one open, see how it looks inside. Ooh. Hopefully that shows up on the camera.
Smells like a bell pepper.
It does, huh?
Yeah.
Doesn't smell very spicy.
No. Actually, it's not the seeds that are spicy.
It's
like
not.
The membrane that holds them that's spicy.
That's exactly right. And look, there's pretty much no membrane in there, huh?
Huh. Yeah.
I'm going to knock those seeds off of here so we don't have to chew on them because they actually taste kind of bitter and gross. I know. Now, do you want me to try it first or we want to try it together?
Oh, you definitely try it with me.
At the same time?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what we'll do. You can have one half. I'll take one half. The last little seed out of the middle there. And we'll each take one big bite on the count of 3, okay? So, Triton space pepper. 1, 2, 3. Mmm.
It's not spicy at all.
No, pretty juicy. Sweet.
Yeah.
What does it taste like to you?
It's like a better version of a bell pepper. Because I don't really like bell peppers.
Yeah, it doesn't have... Bell peppers kind of have a little bit of a grassy flavor to them, I think.
And have you ever had grass?
Maybe. Should I cut open another one?
Yeah, let's do another one.
Yeah, let's try this guy here. A little bit different shape.
Kind of looks like one of those pumpkin peppers.
Yeah, almost no seeds in this one, so you don't really have to worry about them. There you go. Cheers. That's really tasty. I would say it's almost bubblegum sweet. A little bit of a bubblegum flavor there.
And you can taste that again.
Okay.
It's like bitter, but savory at the same time. It's weird.
I don't get bitter or savory.
Like, it's also sweet.
You're just gonna use every food word you know? Say umami. Say umami. All right. So that's the Triton Pepper taste test. What do you think? 1 out of 10? How would you rate it on a flavor scale?
I'd say a 5.
5 on the flavor scale? I think it's better than that. It's probably like a 7. It's very tasty. I like them quite a bit. I'm glad that they were not spicy for you. You didn't even need your chocolate milk.
Nope.
Do you think they should grow these in space?
Yes.
Yeah? You think astronauts would like those?
Probably.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you for joining us today on They Came From Outer Space. Anything you want to say to the camera before we leave?
I'm only saying this because he said it. Like and subscribe.
I would never. High five.
Like,
You're saying one of these Tritons had spice?
yeah, like the last one we had, like the big one. That one had a tiny, eensy-weensy bit of kick. Because I felt it in my lips.
Interesting. I didn't notice it, but I don't
Well,
notice
yeah, but
much.
that's
Yeah.
because you're used to it, so.
Yeah. Moving on from the Triton Pepper, I want to do a quick update on the NuMex Esnpanola Improved. So this is the pepper variety that is growing, or I should say has been grown recently on the International Space Station. If you remember in the last episode, I started some of these in Kratky. Got a little bit of roots going. They're doing all right. I just switched them to a grow formula. So this is, maybe 9-10 inches tall right now. Just starting to kind of fork out at the top, looking very healthy. I'm excited to see this continue to grow. I am going to move it to a 5-gallon bucket for Kratky so that it has a lot more room for those roots to grow, less issues with it running dry so it doesn't suffer the same fate as that darn Triton Pepper did. But I'm excited to see how these grow, how they taste. We'll have another update on those pretty soon. And then we have one more cool thing to share before we wrap this up today. I got in the mail something pretty cool. I want to make sure they're not upside down. These are Martinez Chimayo pepper seeds, or Chimayo. They came from the Space Chile Grow a Pepper Plant Challenge. So this is something that NASA is doing, having people help kind of crowdfund, if you will, not crowdfund, crowdsource, growing out these peppers to see if they would be great for the International Space Station. So I'm excited to get these planted. I will be recording data on temperature, humidity, how it's growing, any issues, that kind of thing, and then sending that back, as well as sending peppers back at the end of the season once I've harvested to have them tested for Scoville heat. So pretty cool thing that NASA is doing. I'm going to leave a link below because they're opening it up to pretty much anybody. I'm going to be planting these and getting them ready for the next episode of They Came From Outer Space, and then we will track the growth of these cool peppers as the season progresses. I'm going to put some in hydroponics, and I'm going to put some in soil and see how they grow compared to each other. Cannot wait to get these started. Really cool stuff that they are doing. I'm really excited that NASA is promoting the idea of growing food for space, because it is the single best way to get food when we're off planet. Should we go off planet pretty soon?
No.
You don't want to go on the spaceship?
No.
I guess I'll bring him back a souvenir. That's going to do it for this episode of They Came From Outer Space. Big thanks to Edward for helping out with the pepper taste. And we will be back again very soon-ish when the next episode is ready. A lot of other cool stuff going on, so be sure to
like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. And hit the bell too, and then you'll know when a video comes out. Yeah? Cool. All right. Goodbye.